The most important one is substantial. If you read the newspaper this morning, Jakarta Post, for example, the IFC report, Indonesian ranking went down again in terms of business climate. If you see some other indicators about how well Indonesia economy is integrated to the world, you see some unfortunate numbers. For example, the new report by OECD, Indonesia in comparison with other economies in the region, or Malaysia, India, China, if you take FDI, stock to GDP ratio, Indonesia is about 7%, Malaysia 25%. We are not talking about Singapore, 150%. Even compared to India, which still has a network of Communist Party, India is about 8 to 9%. So if FDI, stock to GDP ratio, is one indicator of the country's relation to the global economy, then this is not a good sign. If you take the ratio of export and import in Indonesia to GDP, Indonesia is 53%. Thailand is about 80 to 70%. Now, if I say this, it is not that I want Indonesian economy to become like Hong Kong or Singapore overnight. But look among all the candidates, the contender of the presidential candidates next year, Prabowo keep repeating that one of the problems in this country is the sellout of Indonesian asset. Pak Amin also, with all due respect, think the biggest problem in this country is the sellout of the country's asset. It is the foreign penetration in our economy. If you see among younger candidates, Fajrul Rahman, the issue for him is nationalization. The answer to the economy of the future is economic nationalization. All of the candidates, if you see what is it that they think the problem of this country, I think it shows you something not very good. If you are a believer in globalization and in market economy, which I am. So the substantial reason for me to try now is to be the counterbalance of my seniors, of my friends, of all these people, of all those people who think Indonesian future lies, well, like Evo Morales and Chavez. If you read newspaper now, there is this danger that this kind of populist sentiment might become important as a political rhetoric and bargaining chip in 2009. So I hope I am not alone. Rizal Ramli might be able to help me next year. But somebody has to stand up and say that this country's future, the millions of Indonesian young, the 40 million of Indonesians now who are below 14 years old, and the 200,000 young Indonesia who have just finished university are looking for jobs, and the daughters and children of the security guards, of the pembantu, of the pegawai rendah in this country, their future lies on how well we adapt Indonesian economy to the world. There is no hope for these people, biggest hope for this pegawai rendah, for this security man, for this guru sekolah rendah. The biggest hope in their life is their hope that one day their daughter and children, their daughter and their sons will have a better job than they currently have now. If we don't provide better jobs for these people, for these young Indonesians in the future, 15 to 20 years from now, then not only Indonesia as a society is in danger, but also the democracy that we have just built in the last 10 years will also be in danger. So if you ask me now, Rizal, are you going to win or are you going to lose? My problem is not whether I win or whether I lose. My problem right now is somebody has to say that we need to protect the future of those young, the future of Indonesia, by standing up and say, and having good debate with Amin Rais and Pak Amin Rais and others, that Pak or Madam, let's talk about this. Globalization is not a threat. It is an opportunity, maybe the only opportunity that we can have in order to build Indonesia in one generation from a poor country to become a respected middle-class country. Jason, 15 minutes. Thank you.